Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming back to join me today. I just wanted to share with you my two completed Christmas journals. This is number 3 and number 4 that I've done. These are made using the Christmas papers from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and I have used her kit from this year, but I've also used some of the papers from a kit last year, so a good mix of things in here. Both of these are reserved, and so they won't be listed in my Etsy shop unless the people that have reserved them change their minds when they see the video. I won't be listing these until I've heard from the two people that asked to reserve them. So I'll take you through them. As you can hear, they both jingle, but the jingles can be removed, don't worry. Measurement wise, they're about 8.5 by 6.25. Both very similar on the inside. And you've seen a lot of what I've been making to put in these. This one is covered in a kind of a poinsettia flower fabric with a black background. And I don't know if you can see, but the gold on the fabric is a bit glitty. Glitty? That's a new word. Glittery is what I meant to say. Some red vintage buttons on there, and then this is some trim, kind of pearly trim that I've put on there, and then you can see the fabric better on the back. So it's lovely fabric. I like this one. I think I've probably got enough left for about one more journal, so that's gone. I've put Christmas away now. I think I'm all Christmased out, and I want to move on and do a couple of other things. This image is from Rachel as well, and I've just put it on some card and stitched it on the front. And then if we look on the inside, this one's lined with a beautiful red fabric that matches the poinsettias and also matches the ribbon that I've put on as a ruffle. And that's got a kind of a gold sheen to it as well. So pockets, as I usually do, front and back. And then this is just a little journal or some extra journaling space. So I've made this with Rachel's papers. And it was actually one of the little master boards that I made that I cut up in one of my other videos, but I kept this one and I've stitched round it and folded it in half, stitched round it, rounded the corners, and I've just added some extra paper inside there. So they've both got one of these books as well inside them. So just some extra papers that I had left over that you can either use to further decorate the books or use it as an actual notebook. So I won't tie that together now. Most of the images are from Rachel. These labels are from Tracy Fox, and that's one of Mrs. Coggs, and that's my favourite image of Mrs. Coggs' Christmas images, I think, the dog. The kit, this is the latest kit from Rachel, but as I say, there are a couple of things from her kit from last year as well. So beautiful. I love this red bird, and I thought he just went so well with some ribbon that I had that was like a green and red tartan, so I've used that. A couple of cards. I've decorated this one with one of Rachel's fussy cuts, and then that's one of Laura from the Papered Souls journal words. It says thankful, so I've just put that on there, and some silver rick-rack down there. This one we made together, or I showed you how I'd made them. So there's a couple of journaling cards in there. It says the North Pole. And then there's a tuck spot there at the side. And then there's a tuck spot just there as well. So these papers are backed with, this one's from Lorna Tailor Made Journals. So it's a mix of papers on the back on these. They went in the pockets, didn't they? One of the book pages that I had from the Norman Rockwell book, and then there's just a little snip of fabrics there. Then this is if I take them off on this one, I won't take them off on the next one. So that's just two of the journaling cards that Rachel has in her sets, but I haven't cut them apart. I've kept them together and I've backed them. And then I've just put them on that page so you can journal on it, or you can cut them apart if you'd like to. And then this is some avocado paper that I'd dyed a while ago. I just thought the pink went nicely with Christmas. Love the lady there. Again, these are all Rachel's ephemera from the Christmas ephemera this year. And then that's from her last year's. So that's just like a doily. And then I've done a little pocket just there. And again, that's Laura's words there, believe. And then one of Tracy Fox's Christmas labels. That's tea stained with it, and it's got like a daisy imprint on it. Love that Santa. It does look jolly, and again it just went so well with the ribbon that I'd got. Then that's vellum, well, no, not vellum, tracing paper and lace pocket. Some more of Rachel's papers just there. And then on the inside, I've just done, that is a flip just there, a flip. It's not a flip at all, it's a pocket just there. And if I'm not careful, that does just kind of catch on when it closes. So I'm just aware of that. Close it shut. That is a little tuck spot if you want to use it. And then one of the journaling cards that we made. So this is from one of the papers that I've done like this, where you collage them all together on a book page. And that goes in there. Just make sure that tucks down when I close the book. There we go. These are two of the journaling cards that I've laid sideways and put together as a pocket. And I've stuck the Santa on there. And then there's a Santa postcard just there. Yeah, that's laying nicely down now. Tracing paper that's been copied on there. We made this one, or I made one of these together with you with the extra papers there and some clear see-through fabric there that says Merry Christmas in gold. And then on this one has the journaling card in there. And I think this is the one that we made together actually, isn't it? And then it's got a couple of pockets there with tuck spots in. And that just hangs over the page. There we go. So if you all be making Christmas journals as well. I do like making Christmas journals, but I've done 4 now and I just feel I need a break from seeing Santa for a bit. This is one of Rachel's collage papers, but I've used it as a page there. And then I've made a pocket here out of wrapping paper, brown wrapping paper that I had. So it's got a pocket just here that these go in. And I've just decoupaged or collaged that little girl on there. And then I don't know if that's one of Rachel's or tailor-made's. And then there's a journaling card in there with some extra coffee dyed papers on the back. So plenty of room in this one to write, if that's what the person having it likes to do. So that goes in there. Little journaling card. They both go in that pocket there. And then that does flip out. And I've left it plain so that either you can put some paper on there and journal on it, or a photo or something. And then that just folds like that. This is one of Rachel's letters to Santa, or letter to parents that was out last Christmas. I've just reused that, and the same on the back. Another of the Norman Rockwell pages. One of Rachel's postcards. I've printed 2 and I've hinged them with some paper. And then I've done one of the little round Santa tags just there that sits in that pocket. And that was inspired by Wendy's Journal Adventures. I saw her make those. Again, another pocket there. That flips out and just some collaging on there. And then again, I've left that plain so you can put something on it if you want to. Rachel's doily papers. It says Christmas greetings and sleigh bells. And that pops out. And then you've got 2 more. These are actually Mrs. Cogg's journal cards. And Rachel's pockets on there. Made a pocket just there with that little girl on. And then this is just a window envelope that flips open, so you can journal on this bit if you wanted to. And then this is the centre of the journal, and this is the red envelopes that I've joined together, and then I've just put Rachel's papers on top. And the bells come off, they're just on a paper clip, so they can be removed. And then the cards that came with these envelopes, I've just collaged, put papers on them. So I did think about putting some extra papers in here, but these journals got very thick, very quite large, and I didn't want to make them too bulky. So I've left them plain inside, so they can either be written on, or you can add papers to it, because they can go anywhere, you know, do what you want with them. So I thought it's always nice to let the people that are having the journal, let them do something to make it theirs. So that's what I've done with that one. Then in the middle, there's some little red beads with green one on the end. And then again, the bells are on that one, and it's just the same as the other one. Oh, of course it won't open, Carol. You've got a paper clip on the back. Nitwit. As I ping the paper clip across the room. There we go. So that just goes in there. And again, you can write on this. A little tuck spot just there with a journaling card on. And then this pocket leads to this that is a pull out. So that pulls out, so you've got lots of journaling space or whatever you want to do with it. Love the Santa with the gnomes, Santa gnomes. And then there's just a journal page there. Then there's a little pocket here with the journaling card there, and I've just put that on there. That tucks in there, and then that says one of Laura's words again. That just says gratitude. I've just stuck the little boy on there. And then there's the back of the Christmas tree. Journaling card in here. And these are, we made these together, and I've used some of them, as you can see, as tuck spots. And again, Laura's words there, wonder. And I just thought the pink picked out her pink, lovely. Beautiful Santa there. I love this. I'd love wallpaper like that. Again, one of the little journal tags in there. And that's the other postcard that was hinged. The papers, Rachel's papers never disappoint. And each time I use them, they look different. You know, you use them in different ways. That's one of my favourite sayings from Mrs. Cog, Dear Santa, I Can Explain. And I think we made this tag together as well. So there's lots of tags in here, lots of space and everything. So that's one of Rachel's postcards, and it just, there's some extra paper on there so that you can journal on it and just tuck it on. But again, you know, all the tags and things in here, you can take them out if you don't want to use them. I don't mind. The lovely little children there with the Christmas tree, and it says a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And then that flips up, and there's a little journaling card in there. And then there's lots of journaling space on there that you can either put something on or journal on. Again, the pocket from the wrapping paper. And then I think we made this one together, and there's a couple of journaling cards in there. Just tucks in. And then again, I think we made that one together as well. And then the little tuck spot there, with the little girl. That's one of the cards that I made. And to be fair, I made loads, or I felt like I'd made loads and loads and loads of journaling cards. But it turned out I only just had enough to fill both journals. Love the rabbit. So, yeah, it's surprising how far it doesn't go. That's one of the Norman Rockwell book pages that I've just made into an envelope. And I didn't fill it because, as I said, it was just getting so big in here. This is one of the flips that are from Amy at Crafty Cat. Lovely little girl there. And then that opens. I've done this one a little bit different than before. So that opens out, so you've got some journaling space there if you want to. And then on here, I bet it's stuck. No, it hasn't. I've just done it as a pull out. So this is one of Rachel's coloured coffee dyed papers. And then that just pulls all the way out so that you've got an extendable area to journal on. And then that closes up with the tie. And then in the back there, I've just put some extra journaling cards that I had left over. I've just split them between the two journals. So that is journal number 1. That's the red poinsettia one. And then this is more green. Well, the cover was green. And the lady that contacted me wanted this one because she likes green, and I like green too. So I was pleased with how this one turned out. Again, I don't know if you can see, but the fabric is kind of shiny with Christmas trees. And I've used one of Rachel's postcards there and backed it on card again with some lace trim and some vintage buttons on there. This one's got little silver balls on the end, and I think the other one had, what did that one have on the end? That one's got wooden painted beads on the ends of those. So again, it's got one of the little, I won't undo it, but it's got one of the little booklets with all the papers in, same as the other one. Same pocket, so they follow a very similar format, and I've just decorated some of Rachel's tags there. So I've decorated that one as well. It just said Merry Christmas, so I've added a bit of extra to it. Again, it's got a little tuck spot just in there, and I love that dog. Little more in there. Norman Rockwell. Again, the 2 tags that I didn't cut apart that I've just put over the page, same as in the other one. So I've split the papers, so they have different papers in them. That's that lovely rabbit. But I think they've got bits of all the papers in them, if you see what I mean. Laura's words again there. Merry Christmas, that's from Tracy Fox. I know the lighting's probably quite dark. It's such a dull, dark day today here in the UK. One of Rachel's postcards that I've just backed. Printed out quite large, that one. I think I had it on the wrong setting. Again, you could put something up there if you wanted to. Journal card in there. Just flap that down. And then again, the 2 tags that I've put sideways together and put a Santa on them. This one seems to have more dogs in it, doesn't it? I literally sat with both of the journals, flipping the pages as I was going, and adding a small card, a big card, you know, as I went, so that they both got the same number in them. So that's the same as the one that we made last time. This is the one that I made on my own, and then we made the other one together, didn't we? With a little bird peeking through. I think that bird's watching that one, and it's being watched by its friend there, look. You can cut these shorter if you want to. I just quite liked them long. Pocket just there, again with some journaling cards in, and that's the same image that was on the front of the other journal. I did make sure that I didn't put it in the same journal. Knowing me, I would have done. That dog. These are Rachel's papers from last year, these ones. Santa on the Norman Rockwell. Again, one of Rachel's postcards. The little tags in. And then that flips out the same as the other one, and I've just put a little bit of decoration on there. So again, you can write on that or stick a picture. Then that just flips out, some extra journaling space. So bits of them are different than the other from each other. I think she's looking at those children. She might, and then that little girl's watching as well. So I think they might all get together for a snowball fight later on. Love this Santa. And again, exactly the same. The bells can be removed. And then we've got that lovely jolly Santa there. So the same format as the other one, and that's the green envelopes. So again, those cards can be used for whatsoever you like. Clip it on. That's the centre. And then, so I know I've used that piece of paper before, but I wanted to use up everything that I'd got. I didn't want to reprint something else. But I think they look different when you use them somewhere else, don't they? And you can always put, you know, if you don't like an image that's on these papers, you can always put one of your own photos on. I thought that's a nice area if you wanted to add a photo or something on there. That lovely little bunny rabbit. So there's a pocket. Love that little girl. I love her outfit. And then that again is one of the flips. So that goes that way, and then it pulls out again that way. And then there's the pocket just there with a journaling card in there. And that flips out, and there's a little journaling space in there. It just depended how my papers fell, you know, how they were folded. It says holidays, as to whether they got a different pocket than the other one. Another little tag in there. I think these images on the tags are from Mrs. Cog. And then again, one of the postcards that's been hinged together. Then again, this is the wrapping paper pocket. So again, a pocket just there, and it's got a beautiful little girl on it just there. So they go in there nicely. And then again, it's got the same kind of idea where you've got extra papers in there. It would take a bigger tag if you wanted to, but again, as I say, I was using up all my papers. And then again, you can use that there, thought I could feel I'd creased that. That's better. That's not creased now. Sometimes they bend when you put them in. Again, an envelope from Norman Rockwell that's not got anything in. Tracing paper. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I love that with the angels sitting on the back of a turtle, look. And then that flips up. You've got a journaling card on there. Extra space just there. And a lovely journaling card in there as well. So I'd say 99% of these cards are Rachel's papers. I think practically all of the papers and backings are Rachel's. A little pocket just there. And this is quite a deep pocket, so if I push these right down, they would disappear. These are tailor-made, these backgrounds. So I haven't pushed them all the way down. That's as far down as they go, actually. It is a deep pocket, but I didn't want to cut it and lose any of the little girl or any of the background on that one. Again, there's the extra paper on that one that's folded back, a little bit of decoration on there. And then again, we've got the flip out here that undoes. So that flips out. And then again, this has the extra paper that just pulls out like a concertina. So there's lots and lots and lots of journaling space in there. Folds up and ties. It'd take me ages to retie those bows. I should have left them, shouldn't I? And then again in the back here, some extra journaling cards. So I didn't exactly count the journaling cards, but it was even Steven as I was putting them in. So you can see, if I just pull the bells, put them forward a minute. You can see how chunky it is. It is chunky, and the other one is as well. And they are quite heavy as well. So I will let the two people know that we're interested in these, that the video is out. And then they can go take a peek. And as I say, if they are still interested, then they won't be listed on my Etsy. If they've changed their minds, then I will list them. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming to take a look. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Love you lots. Bye.